And we're back! Welcome to Fetch Quests. My name is Joshua, and in this video, I wanted to go over some things in Fire Emblem Engage that I wish I knew earlier. I have quite a few tips to share, and I'll be as brief as possible with them to get through them quickly. Some of them you might already know, but I'm hoping a few are new to you and help you out as you play the game. Thank you for being here. I'll get this one out of the way right off the bat. Anna makes a better mage than she does an axe fighter. I'll just have you take a look at her stats there. She's not even done, but I can't stress this enough. Stat-wise, she's better as a magic dealer. So technically you could leave her as a physical class and give her a weapon that deals magical damage, like a radiant bow or a levin sword. That's up to you, but honestly, just make her a mage or a sage, and you won't be disappointed. Next, any tips regarding stat growths don't apply to Maddening mode, so just disregard those. Those will be fixed. So a character like Jean may not be as powerful if you're playing Maddening. You probably already know that, or for those of you considering playing Maddening mode, just know you deal with fixed stat growths. Early on in your journey, you'll realize Aaaaand doesn't hit as hard as maybe you want him to. What I did pretty much religiously in between every battle was I came over to the training yard to do push-ups. Push-ups are great. You can do them by yourself. You can do them with Sami, who will help you out if you happen to fail. And even on normal difficulty, I just need to do 20. I'll even get a few bads just to show you. But once you finish, you'll get a +2 strength during your next battle, which is really helpful, like I said, especially in the early game, so take advantage of that. Flying units are really great in this game. Just keep in mind that they can't take advantage of floor tiles. If I click Aaaaand and I come on this Corrin's healing, you can see there, heal +10 every turn. If I were to come into the woods, avoid +30. But flying units, you don't get to take advantage of that. It won't indicate that on the screen for you. So just remember that. Forts, woods, healing tiles, flyers can't use them to their advantage. Arts in this game are unique in that they don't go strictly based off of your strength or your magic stat. It actually does both. So it takes the average of your strength and your magic and divides by 2. In this case, my Aaaaand has 32 strength, and with the emblem ring, 19 magic. You add those up, divide by 2, you actually get 25.5. The game rounds down, so really there's 25 as the stat it's going to work with. Let's just check the stats real quick of this Silver Spirit Art +1. So the might is 10. So taking the 25, you add 10. That's why the damage shown there is 35. This is probably why, as you've played the game, if you have a unit that does use arts as their primary weapon, they do fairly well, and they probably have a good balance of strength and magic. This next tip is huge, and trust me when I say I missed out on some sweet SP gain for a lot of my characters because I didn't realize this. You can only accrue SP if you have a ring equipped. It can be an emblem ring, it can be a bond ring, but if you're going to use that unit and you want them to accrue SP, make sure they have a ring equipped. Emblem rings do earn a little bit more SP compared to bond rings. Something else good to note is if you fight in the arena and you have an emblem ring equipped, you won't gain SP. However, if you have a bond ring equipped, you will gain SP. So if you care about that sort of resource or inventory management, make sure that the unit you have has a bond ring equipped when you're using them in the arena. As an example, let's take a look at Zelkov here. He has a whopping 27 SP. He also has a bond ring equipped. All right, so we win, and you see his SP went up to 34. Let's do it again, except this time, let's put an emblem ring on him. We'll just give him Erica. Again, he has 27 SP, and once we win, SP remains 27. So just a fun fact you may not know, if you want to gain SP in the arena, just make sure you have a bond ring equipped. If you've experienced this before and died, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. Just be careful not to be swarmed by backup units. They'll surround you, and as long as they're within range, any subsequent attack from the enemy will trigger the backup's attack as well. And that is just a flat 80% true damage. It's a proportion of your total health. But if you have 5, 6, 7 enemies attacking you, it really stacks up. And those 80% hits of chip damage really do a number on you, so just be careful. A good rule of thumb, if you don't plan on attacking in your phase and you just want to wait, is to check the item you currently have equipped, pretty much for 2 things. One is that the enemy doesn't have a weapon advantage against you, so if they hit you, they won't break you. But also taking a look at your avoid, so unequipping the heavier weapon and maybe equipping the one that's lighter that grants you more avoid. In this case, Chloe has a Brave Lance +1, her avoid is 91. If I'm going to choose not to attack, I can go to my Silver Lance, which makes my avoid 93, or this Iron Lance +3, which puts me at 101. So I would probably equip that one and then wait my turn. Pro tip, just fill your pasture with dogs. If you're like me, you started the game really getting into cooking, so you thought, wow, I need a lot of ingredients. I need some fruits, I need fish, I need all sorts of stuff. So I filled my pasture with like camels and cats, and then like halfway through I just stopped cooking. I didn't really need it for the battles. Don't get me wrong, the cooking is cool, and you can increase support, so that is definitely still a benefit. But for the sake of resources, just fill your pasture with dogs. These little doggos here, look, they're so cute. I mean, you can pet them. They're good boys and girls, but they're gonna get you ingots, and ingots are kind of hard to come by, but they're necessary if you want to forge weapons, if you want to refine, if you want to buy clothing, you need ingots. So after every battle, come to your pasture, pick those up. It's the best bang for your buck. And while we're on the topic of scarce resources, if you have the funds, get Brodia up to level 3 or level 4. You can see here under exploration, I have iron ×7, steel ×7, and silver ×7, among those other things. But this just guarantees if I complete a battle in the area of Brodia and I go to the map afterwards and collect all those resources, you get a multiplier to those particular resources. So definitely comes in handy. And I believe out of all of the countries, Brodia is your best bet for those specific resources. I know in my other file, I really wanted to take advantage of the silver corrupted on the map just for quicker level ups. So I got my Solm up to level 4, and you can see there, I mean, even getting that to level 2 is silver corrupted, goes up to 50%. So play around with this, but that's my tip. Get Brodia to level 4 just so that when you complete those battles, you get more ingots. And when it comes to forging your weapons, you're more likely to get what you want. We all know that emblem rings grant you access to really powerful skills or stat increases or just abilities to help you in combat, but don't forget that the level can increase past level 10. And for most emblem rings, in order to do that, you just need to complete the paralog chapter for that emblem ring. And you'll notice that it'll grant you access beyond level 10 up to level 20. So as you're on the world map, like in this case, this paralog is for Erica. Right now I only have access to her bond level 10, but once I complete this, I'll be able to increase to 20. This one's for Leaf, Bridges in a Row, Micaiah, Frozen Fortress. The good thing about paralogs is they're set to a certain level. So if you happen to try it and it's too difficult for you, come back a little bit later and you can do it again, and it's probably going to be a little bit easier for you. Don't forget to check your bulletin board on a regular basis. I just go in between battles because you might be missing out on some sweet bond fragments. So make sure to stop by and reap the rewards of your hard work. I'm just going to throw this one out there without spoiling anything. If you know, you know. But just do your best to make sure that you've acquired the skills from your emblem rings that you want, which you do by getting them to level 5 at least. But just do that before you get to chapter 10. I'll leave it at that. Changing a unit's class will require proficiency and a master seal plus a second seal. For the purpose of class growths, it's better to promote via a master seal once you're at level 10, and then use a second seal to change into the new class, so long as you have the proficiency. If you second seal first into a base class, you go down to level 1, meaning you need to grow another 9 levels to get up to 10 before you can master seal in that new class. So just keep that in mind. And that leads me to my next tip that I wish I knew earlier. This is a big one. The game actually tracks the total levels gained for each unit regarding your experience and how quickly you are able to level up. What this means is you are not hindered if you promote as soon as you get to level 10. In fact, I believe it's encouraged to just promote once you're at level 10, because you'll be able to take advantage of those class growths that are a little bit better with the advanced classes than the base classes. And the last tip I have for you, but certainly not least, is a gentle reminder: don't forget to equip your skills after you've inherited them. Let's get Alacrity for Clan, 1000 SP, boom, and the game makes it nice and convenient. Just click ZR and you go right to your skills. Let's get rid of Lineage, swap it for Alacrity, boom, there you go. I know some of us who've played this game have probably gone a few chapters forgetting that we didn't equip something, and a lot of you may not know that you can just click ZR and you go right to your skills. You can go back and forth. So really quick and convenient. Don't forget that. Alright y'all, so those are some of the things I wish I knew earlier when I was playing Fire Emblem Engage. I really do hope that these help you out. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Fetch Quests for even more content on your favorite games. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and I'm going to get right back to playing this exciting game. Don't forget to go do some Fetch Quests of your own, because sometimes the rewards are worth it. Bye y'all.